Hi, guys, friends, readers. I will talk about atheism, theism, and monotheism. Is there really God or any creator? And why should we believe any creator or not? A long time ago, uh, I'm 52 now. But when I was 9, I was grown up together with communist ideology, atheism, and I was thinking there is no God, or no, there are no gods, because I was thinking if there was God, if God exists, he was going to do something about the people, suffering people on earth, because there are millions of people are suffering, starving. They are under the press of poverty, and they are living very hard days, years. In Africa, many people are dying because of dehydration, and nutrition is not enough in those countries, especially Somalia, Sudan, and North Africa, the desert areas of Africa. And a lot of people died in Syria, and kids, are dying now. Those days in 1980s, early 1980s, I was pre-teenage, and I was very angry for the violence in the world, and my father was beating my mother nearly 3 times a week. She was crying, all her eyes and nose were they were black because of the punches of my father, and watching all those violences really terrible when you were a child. So I was looking for justice in the world, and in my family as well. And I was just a little kid, and seeing suffering mother. She was innocent, and I remember she was beaten by my father just because of some simple questions, some simple answers. My father was always drunk, and he was not managing home. And I started working when I was 11, and making money and giving home. When I was 11, I was working in my uncle's shop, barber shop, and I had learned how to cut hair when I was 11. And in the afternoon, I was going to school those days. I was telling this just to give you information, why why I didn't believe in any creator. I'm an author in Turkey, in Istanbul. I have got 8 books at the moment. I'm planning to write the ninth one. Uh, Alhamdulillah, that means thank to God. And my books are sold out in Istanbul, and my readers are looking for every bookshop my books as soon as they are published. Anyway, what I was going to say, um, when you have a lot of pain in your heart, when you have got a bad childhood, bad life a long time ago, this makes you stronger, because when you get all the punches all your life, that those punches are making you stronger and stronger. And of course, I questioned many things about faith. And in between 1980 and 1985, those days, Big Bang, I heard, and I was very surprised. The universe was created by Big Bang, Big Blast. And after this Big Bang, all the galaxies and planets are created and spread in the space. And I was surprised and questioning first time if there is the creator of the universe who is beyond our dreams, imagines, and I was surprised really. Then I started reading holy books. I didn't want to read Quran and I didn't want to read Muslim books at the beginning because I had seen many Muslims around of me, and some they were shaving, here and a very long beard, and they were saying the world is flat. The United States is deceiving you, saying that the world is sphere. They were saying many old men, because they were not imagining how the space is big, and that they were thinking in their small world. Anyway, at school, after seeing the Big Bang also is real, I started thinking deeply, really. Chemistry, physics, mathematics, and the rules inside of it, really. I could see the big wisdom inside of it, the wisdom, and thinking that a plan from the microcosmos, the atoms, electrons are turning very fast around of proton and neutron, and I was trying to find redox, the calculating all the atoms crashing and taking some electrons, changing, and they were trying to get eight electrons around of the last orbit, and just because of that rule, and we are drinking water now just because of this rule. 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, they are coming together and making water molecule, and we are drinking. It's incredible, really. And I was asking questions, what is there inside of any electron and proton? And when I look down, I was seeing this in atoms. When I look up the skies, and there were many planets turning around of suns, and the galaxy and the world is turning around of it, spinning all the time around of the sun, and the sun is turning inside of the galaxy. Galaxy is going also without crashing each other and going in the space, in the universe. Unbelievable. Then I started reading Old Testament, Torah. When I started reading the first verses of Torah, Old Testament, Genesis, the God says he created the world 6 days, and the 7th day he got tired and he got rest. On my mind, any kind of God doesn't work like that, like a worker, and any God can't be tired, I was thinking. And I understood many things those days. People had narrow vision those days. So the God, when he tried to give a message to the people, he tried to give the message over what they understand. And so this kind of figurative rhetorics and allegoric explanations made me believe in God. But when I read some verses such as Noah and his son, and Noah got drunk and he entered inside of his tent, and his little son comes inside of the tent. He does something inside the tent, and in the morning time Noah gets up, and he says he understands he understands what happened to him, and he says to his own son, Canaan, all the races from you, let them be slaves to the Hamitans and the Samaritans. And the Jews were chosen ones, plus these verses blaming the black in Africa, thinking that Africans are the sons of Canaan, the cursed nations. This is not, how can I say, this is not justice. This cannot be said by the Lord of the universe, blaming one child. There are some mistakes here. Does Noah drink, really, to be a drunk person, not understanding while he was being raped by his own son? And he wakes up in the morning and he curses his own son just because of his sin. Does any kind of prophet or messenger, just like Noah, can he really curse anyone? This is also another offside of religion. And another one, what is the guilt of Canaan's children, generations and generations, thinking that all the black are the sons of Canaan, the cursed person, and killing them, and seeing them the cursed nation, and trying to steal their countries, stealing their diamonds, gold, and pushing them inside of the poverty. This is wrong, really. And Africans should understand and read Old Testament, what they had suffered. It is just because of this verse. No one told them this before, but I tell them, because I read Old Testament very well, and I have seen there, black, if you are being called as niggers today, it is just because of the broken verses or misunderstood verses of Old Testament. I'm not going to, I'm not insulting any nation here, or Jews or anyone. I'm just criticizing what I have seen, what I have read inside of Old Testament, really. If you don't believe in me, just read, just arrange, just investigate around the verse by verse. I don't say that please believe in me. I don't say this. I share what I have read together inside of Old Testament to you, and I try to explain you. Very important point in the world history, African history. A lot of books were written. Suffering people of Africa taken to the United States and the South America as well. Imagine all the people in in Virginia, collecting cottons, working free of charge, taking nothing. And many of them were raped. Even a lot of films had been done. Not far, just 200 years ago, we have seen all these things in the United States. Haven't we? Yeah, we have seen. And I checked and read New Testament. When I look at the Old Testament, God was very angry. He had this kind of looking, kill all them. He was very merciless. But when I look at the New Testament, that angry God goes, a God full of love comes. His eyebrows are like this, looking at you. If somebody hits your cheek, show the other one. I had been beaten by my father. Forget me, my mother, 3 times, 4 times a week. She had been beaten by my father, punched. I had seen several times her eye drops together with the blood rolling down on her cheek. How could she show her other cheek to my father? Come on, Ilyas, my father's name was Ilyas. Hit my other cheek. No, this was wrong, really. I like New Testament because it calls the peace, living together, loving neighbor, much more peaceful than Old Testament, really, and much more civilized book, really. But when I look at 4 Gospels, Luke, Matthew, Mark, John, and when we observe these 4 Gospels, in fact, there were no 4 Gospels. There were many others as well, written by Thomas, written by St. Philippus, was killed in Hierapolis by Caesar. I went to his grave. It is in Turkey, Western Turkey. It's in Pamukkale. Please arrange. John is in the Western Turkey, Ephesus. His church is there together with Mary. He brought Mary to Ephesus, and the church is still there. And the 4 Gospels, mates, 4 Gospels had been chosen in Turkey, Nicaea. Today is Iznik. You can come and visit Nicaea. And there is church also, St. Sophia in there, another St. Sophia in Nicaea. You can see. Now 4 of them were chosen. Who ordered this? Emperor Caesar Constantine. He told, you're going to choose 4 of them. Swing the table. Which one stands on the table? They are the right one. The rest, throw it. Arrange it. If you don't believe in me, please arrange it. That's ridiculous, really. And 4 of Gospels were chosen. And today, Christianity believes in these 4 Gospels only. And when you read the daily, you can see 3 of them are different. 1 of them is different. Luke, Matthew, Mark, these 3 Gospels are just like 3 elements. Luke is air, Matthew is earth, and Mark is fire. And the last element is John, is explaining emotionally, and he emphasizes being son of Jesus Christ, mostly. This is the thesis of St. Peter, one of the 12 apostles of Jesus Christ. He tells, you are the Son of God, part of God. And according to Barnabas' Bible, Jesus says, shut up, don't say this. There is only one Creator, Lord, he says in the Barnabas. But when we read in the words of that gospel, we can see, Jesus says, you have the secrets of the reality. You know the reality. He phrases St. Peter. St. Peter's church is the first church in the world. It's in Turkey too, in Antakya. Please, Antioch, you can arrange in Google, please Googleize it, and you can see where the St. Peter's Church is. I went there too. and Tarsus. There are 4 other Tarsuses in the United States. That word comes from Gospel, Bible, and New Testament. And that city is in the south of Turkey, and there is a church of St. Paul in there. Who is St. Paul? He was a Jew, and he traveled inside of the empire freely by the support of the Caesar. Have you heard of Arius Jesus? He was also Christian, and he believed Jesus was the messenger. Jesus was the servant of the Lord. And unfortunately, all the Arius Christians were slaughtered, not only in Turkey, but also in Spain. Those days, Turkey was inside of Eastern Romans. And a lot of saints were in Turkey too, just like St. George. St. George's father and the mother are from different geographies. And St. George was against Caesar. He refused to pray for the planets, and he was killed in Nicomedia in Turkey, 25th of April he was killed. Many years ago, after Jesus, around 325 something, because he refused to believe in planets. And he was refusing also acceptance of Trinity. And if you don't believe in me, please arrange all the places I mentioned here, names as well. St. George is English George, and in Greek, Yorgos, Georgio, George in different languages. In Arabic, Ilyas. Ilyas is also a Jewish name. My father's name is also Ilyas. And Ilyas is mentioned in Quran too. God says, O Muhammad, mention also not only Jesus, but also John the Baptist, and George, Ilyas. And that was that person who was killed in Nicomedia, because he was monotheist person. I'm going to give you information about being son of Jesus Christ. Long time ago, in Middle East, if there was a child, if he was or she was orphan, he was or she was called as son of God or daughter of God. That word means only God is the father for him, because he has no father. And also any girl who has no father, she was called as daughter of God, just because of being orphan. And this was an idiom, a nickname like, emphasizing being orphan of Jesus Christ. Then it was taken as real. God has no sex. He has no wife. He has no child. But we are servants. Servants and slave are two different things. Servant means a person who does service without expecting anything for the beloved one. Slave means any person who does service by power. Oppressor, because oppressor is forcing any slave to do one work. Even today, many Muslims in Turkey and in Islamic countries, unfortunately, they don't know the difference in between being servant of God and the slave of God. Long time ago, nearly 10 years ago, some Muslims were showing the hand like this and saying, freedom starts for us being the slave of Allah, they were saying. Being slave to Allah and freedom. I told them in my article, you are not trying to make us the slave of Allah. You are trying to make us slave to your sheikhs, your hoja, or your leaders, I said. Where Quran orders us, or non-deformed forms of Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, want us only to be free people, doing service of the God, loving our neighbors, each other, in peace. But we are not really following it. We are killing each other. For what? For faith, for belief, or something. That is why John Lennon, he was saying, imagine there is no religion. He was looking for a world without religion. He was judging all the religions just because of the religions, the exist ones in the world. Even Muslims, they hate each other, Shiitans and Sunnitans. Even Sunnis, when we look, and they have got groups, many, they don't like each other. But you, Westerns, you don't know, most of you, this kind of things. And also you were Catholics and Orthodoxes long time ago. But after Istanbul was taken by the Turks, Turkish Sultan sent all the books to Italy, mates. They taught at the schools, conquest of Istanbul changed the world history. But you were not told that Sultan of Istanbul, Fatih II, Muhammad, sent all the Byzantine Eastern Roman books to Italy. Do you know why? No, you don't know, because you were not told. I tell you why. Those days, in the European history, Pope had got a lot of power. And when he was doing like this, he was starting the crusade raids to Turkey. Is inside of Turkey. All the ignorant Christians were coming with their crosses on their chest, all the yellow teeth, even they don't know how to clean their ass. And they were coming here, killing people, not only Turks and Muslims. They were coming and killing many Greeks, Orthodoxes. And they demolished many things in Istanbul before Turks came. And they also governed Istanbul about 40 years. And all the Orthodox people in Istanbul hated the Catholics just because of this. If you don't believe in me, read the history from the sincere historians, please. You can see it. Even today, many church fathers in Greece, they know the reality, and sometimes they tell on the televisions. And those books were sent by the Sultan, read by Da Vinci. He read all the books, but it was forbidden to read those books those days, because Pope banned to read all the books came from Constantinople, Istanbul. But he was a brave man. He was an Arius. 15th of April he was born. In 1952, Da Vinci was born. He was an Arius. He was courageous. He entered inside of the library and he read. As soon as he got out of the library, he started reproducing all the things what he had learned. If there were 10 people like Da Vinci reading those books inside of Vatican, Europe will be much more developed place today. Really. There was also another one. He was Martin Luther. He also came to Italy. He was affected, or his followers were affected by the intellectual vision of Istanbul books in Italy. When he went back to Germany, he started translating Bible into German language. It was published in German language, and people started reading Bible, and they understood Pope was lying in many ways, and the Catholics created traditions about Bible. And that is why Protestantism started. And the Turks supported Protestants. If you don't believe in me, please look at the Dutch medallions in the crescent shape. It was writing inside, I speak Dutch. Turks beter dan paus, in Old Dutch. That means Turks better than Catholics. Really? Please arrange. Anyway, I have written this one in my Unknown Historical Realities book, Muslim Illuminati, because Muslims need illumination today, not you. And Atatürk started illumination in Turkey many years later after Da Vinci. Today, we Turks started reading our book, Quran, in Turkish language. That is why we started understanding the Lord of the universe and the monotheism. And many Turks following a lot of traditions of Christianity in Turkey. Really. And in some traditions they were doing cross on the food without knowing the meaning of cross on the food. But it was from Christianity. And the Western Turkey, Turkified Greeks. Eastern Turkey, Kurdified Armenians mostly. Of course, today they are mixed all. And I am also mixed. Not 100% Turk, with as a nation blood Turk. In fact, only 150,000 Turks came from Central Asia. And there were hundreds, thousands of Greeks, Kurds, Armenians, even Celts, Slavs that inside of Turkey. They converted, and that's why they became Turk in many years. Anyway, and in my book, Muhammad the Meccan Orphan from Mecca, or translation Muhammad the Orphan in Mecca, I wrote this book, this one. I wrote because Muslims are really doing the same mistakes what Christians had done. They made Prophet Muhammad second God. Really. When you come to Turkey, you can see the name of Allah on the right side, and you can see the Muhammad on the left side. And they are prostrating on the ground, the carpet of mosque. Muhammad's name is there. And while they were praying, they say, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rasulallah. They start like this. Ya Rabbi means, oh my Lord. Ya Rasulullah means the messenger of the God. They are praying, both of them, exactly the same mistake what you do. In fact, there is a new vision, really, even in Islam. You Christians and the Jews, you must revise the vision also in your religion. If we bring monotheism back again, cleaning all the sides of God understanding, and that is going to be clear. Just to help for this, I was atheist and I was communist, I told you. And I asked this question when I believed in one Lord. Oh, my Lord, why you created? Please inspire me, because I can't find the answer why you created it. I was reading Quran. It's interesting. Suddenly, my eyes stuck on one word, Al-Halik. Then Al-Hay, then Al-Sani, then Al-Musawwir. I will translate. Al-Halik means the creator. Al-Hay means the life-giving Lord. Al-Sani means the artist God, creating everything in art. And Al-Musawwir means the designing God, gives the best shape on the existence with the wisdom. Oh my God. Then I understood why he created. I taught English language for about 24 years. I was teacher. That's why I speak English fluently at the moment. I speak German, Russian, Kazakh, and Dutch. I understand many others, but I can't speak. What I try to say, if I don't speak English fluently, I will be a fucking liar saying that I'm a teacher. So your clever ones understood what I meant. He tells himself as a creator, the creator. Of course he was going to create. This is the reason of the creation. He created just because of calling himself as the creator. He has got 99 names of the God in Quran. Please read it. Inside of it, there is the reason of life. Personality of the Lord is more important than his shape. I don't care his shape. What kind of energy he has around of it. Because Quran says Moses wanted to see God. And God said, you can't see my original form. And Moses insisted because he was stubborn Arius. He said, please, please, I want to see you. Then he said, Moses, please look at that mountain. I'm going to show there just only one little ray on it. A little ray, like laser, came on the mountain, and all the mountain was blasted, and Moses lost his conscience. And when he came himself, he said, oh my Lord, I was ignorant. I didn't know what I wanted. What kind of shape is not important. Appearance is not important. The most important is personality. Today, in the modern people, in the modern world, modern people, they look outside of the people, really. How they look like. Women are looking for handsome men. Handsome men are looking for good girl. Good-looking girl. They don't care inside. Do they? No. Anyway, I'm going to, inshallah, make videos like this. I kindly request you to follow my channel and subscribe it, please. And share my videos. I request you. If you like this kind of videos, if you want me to do this kind of videos too, please share it and like it. Then that is going to make me courageous about doing this. Next time, I'm going to give you information about new topics. See you. Greetings from Istanbul, Turkey. Bye.